All right, folks, it's New Year's Eve. I decided to come down to Walton. I'm feeling a little better today. This is NS29F. Like all these boxes are empty. I believe I hear a rumble. Double rumble. He wasn't wasting any time, was he? All right, I've been here about 20 minutes. I just missed one on CSX. The block signal was lit up red. I think the local went down right before I got here. And as of right now, that line looks pretty well dead. And New Year's Eve, I don't expect a whole lot. But I felt a little better this morning, so I figured, what the heck, I'll give it a try. So, hang around here. We'll see if we can get 2 or 3 more, but I want to get home. All right, everybody, it's Saturday morning. I was out running around a little bit, feeling a little bit better today. I'd come up to Hamilton and got our first train of the day here at Butler Street, and the gates have been down. The guy's been working on it for over an hour. It's broke, so the trains are going to have to come through here till they get through the crossing slow. Looks like we got an NS mixed manifest coming here. It looks like it's got 5 or 6 locomotives. Looks like I'm thinking the third one back, I see some red on it. I don't know what it is just yet. But we're going to get a good look at it. Might be a Canadian National. Well, there's a bunch of locomotives on this guy. Sure what that symbol is. Kind of looks like something for autism, but I'm probably wrong, but that's what it reminds me of. A lot of power though. Changing tracks. I did get out for a while on New Year's Eve. That was a complete waste of time. I was in Walton for a couple hours. I got one train and I went home. Wasn't much happening. Hope everyone had a good New Year and hope you have a safe, healthy, prosperous, and happy 2026. Kind of would have expected him to start speeding up. Wow. Well, there's a multi-compartment tanker. Four compartments on there. Well, we had 7 locomotives on the front, and we got a rumble on the back. Well, that was cool. All right, I'm going to hang around a little bit longer. My wife had to work this morning, but I'll be here for a little bit. Hopefully get a couple more before I have to leave. So we'll see what happens. Sounds like that DPU's spooling up. Yep. See the smoke starting to come out. Okay, hang around. We'll see if we can get a couple more. Okay, looks like we got I-141 here. Be Intermodals and Autoracks. And I checked the cameras, there's nothing coming north. So this might do it for me for the day. I got stuff I need to do. Been here almost 2 hours now. been somewhere where it snowed. Yep, here come the Autoracks. Yeah, when they head south here and they go around the Newcastle, like you're doing there, going around that curve bears to the left and then it goes down a ways and then it bears around to the right. So it's almost like a big S curve here. So they got to take it a little on the slow side. Keep them straight lining the train, I guess. There's an old Autorack. Grand Trunk. GT. Used to stand for the Good Track Railroad. Looks like it's got small SUV sport utilities inside of that one. Got a bunch of Autoracks today. The last few times I've caught this, he didn't have that many. Car sales must be good. I don't know why. Too expensive for me. I think we got us a 2-mile train here, no problem. Train with no end. The sun's trying to come out. That's a good thing. We're actually going to warm up next week. We're going to be in the 50s and the 40s for like 10 days. So I'll be able to get out a little bit more often, hopefully. Yeah, there's an articulated Autorack. One of my viewers asked me if I see any of those lately. There's one right there. It's a 2-in-1. Got an accordion fold there in the middle. Lo and behold, there's the end of it. Yeah, they must have got the gate fixed. The CSX truck's gone. Well, while I'm pointed this way, a few of you have asked me about the hotels they're supposed to build here. They actually had a news story on the local news about a week ago, and they are going to start building them here very soon. There was a 2-year delay for who knows what reason. If the government's involved, there'll be delays. But yeah, I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to come over to this side of the tracks. From what I'm understanding, it's going to be built over there where all those cars are parked, but there's supposedly 2 hotels, so I'm thinking there's going to be one there and one over here. And if these become construction areas, well, we're not going to be over here filming. That's not going to happen. So, and that crossing's getting closed. They're going to have 24 crossings in Hamilton are going to be no horn or quiet zones. Personally, I don't think Hamilton's got the money to pull it off, but they're going to start up at this end and go that way. So it ain't going to be a whole lot longer here. You're going to see quad gates going in, and the horns aren't going to get blown. And I got a feeling that's probably what was holding up the hotels, because who wants to stay in a hotel with a train going behind it that, all hours of the day and night blowing the horns when you're trying to sleep? So I get it, but just thought I'd throw that out there. I'm going to check the cameras, and if there's nothing coming, nothing on the radios, then I'm getting out of here. I got things to do. Hope you all have a great day, and we'll catch you on the next one. So take it easy till then.